And let's see here. I can tell you how many sold over the weekend. I don't know that it necessarily made a huge impact. Let's see here. We started with 1381, and we now have 1374. So 7 cards sold under that new pricing model in like 3 days, which compared to, I would have to calculate compared to everything else, but that's roughly about 8% of my inventory for postcards. And I don't know. It seemed to do okay. I basically lowered the promoted on them, increased the lowered the promoted, put them on 5% sale, which was less than what a lot of them were on, added $1, and then changed it to free shipping. So it did get 7 cards to move in like 3 days, so that's not bad. But looking at my traffic for the month, holy shit, I am down 25% year over year from where I was last year traffic-wise, and my store is about 15% bigger than it was last year. I'm really promoting at roughly the same rates, maybe even a little bit more. So I don't know. I'm ready for Q4 to start any day now. We're right now at $6 for a Monday, which is not a great start for a Monday. And that came in at 5 a.m. So yeah, yesterday was so-so. We did about 350, which is kind of on the low end of what we want to be doing Q4. So, what are you going to do? So let's see who's in here. We got Janet, Sal, Carl. I did do the postcards last night, except for one, which is this plantation in Portugal, let's say. Yeah. But I don't want to say it's encouraging, but it's reassuring, I guess, to know that there's a lot of sellers out there in the same boat. Hello, Joe. Hello, Janet. Hello, Sal. Hello, Carl. So audio quality on the startup, was that better than it has been? I hope so. That's a pain in the ass running that line. All right, let's get shipping. The price adjustment on the diecast seems to have worked. That is good. We have 2 going out today. We had a couple others on Friday. Friday sales that went out on Saturday. In a minute. All right. We've got an El Camino. Let's see what these sold for. El Camino Matchbox. This bad boy sold for an amount that I will tell you in a moment. $7.96, and it got a Hot Wheels Checkmate chess related Ford Mustang, which sold for $4 and change. And then sold another one of these Gulf air fresheners for $9 and change. Uh-oh. Like what? What are you calling high demand items? I have been known to smash vinyl on the edge of the DJ booth that I needed to make sure that did not continue to exist in the world. What you're saying is not false. The box cutter I would take with me on DJ gigs up until September 11th, 2001. Hot Wheels goes to Ricky. Okay. And all right, next up. The Hallmark keepsakes have been doing okay this year. I can't really complain too much. I've sold more than half that I bought this year. So we've got the Galileo ornament sold for $5. I had two of those. That's the second one. Then we had a Best of the 80s CD in a metal tin, $10.95. I think I got that free. And the Bishop's Wife. I just bought this in Colorado, bought a bag of DVDs, all sealed for $5. This sold for $7. I did pay $11 to get all the all of them home, so I'm 16 all in on those. But that puts me about halfway there. So happy about that. Those packed up. Catch up here. What is up, Roman? I watched your show for a minute last week. You know that because I was there. I made comments. Yes, Buster. You have all the treats you could possibly want. You just want to say hi to the peeps? What's up, Don? Even he gets around, even though he stays indoors. All right, Buster, this is going to be difficult. All right, let's show some beans, but then I got to use tape, buddy. Show the beans. There they are. Doing his Marge Simpson impression. Cats are the best. This is a fact. He hasn't bit my nose in a while. He started this new thing of getting my attention, which is like he Helen Keller's my face. Show the beans. They want to see him. All right, I gotta use tape, bud. You don't like tape, so we gotta put you down. Okay? All right, next up, I sold a shirt. Let's see what this weighs before. Ooh, 15 ounces. Nice. This was recently in the markdowns. So I think it went $6.95 or around there. Sold this little, not sure if it's trench art or just manufactured to look this way, but it's like a little, it's for, I put it up as a matchbox or maybe a stash box. It's a bullet, and you take this little cap off and it's empty on the inside. So, I mean, in the words of the comedic genius Rob Schneider, you put your weed in there. Not that a bullet with a cap is not going to be the first place that any law enforcement is going to look if they find it on you. The shirt sold for $6. This sold for $20. It's been in the store for a while. And then sold these 3 ceramic poodle dogs. Is there a chip that came off one of them? I can't tell. Anyways, 3 little poodle dogs. Well, there's a chip in here, but I don't see whatever. $6. Oh, this tape. Why is there tape? If you put tape on things that shouldn't have tape on them, tape has that, doesn't matter what kind, tape fossilizes and becomes very annoying to remove. Don't put tape on things that you don't want to get fossilized. Seriously. eBay buyout stuff. Like everything she had, not everything, I shouldn't say that, not fair. There was a lot of the stuff that had SKU numbers taped, written on Post-its and taped onto the items. And I can't tell you how many hours I've spent trying to peel off that tape. Many hours. All right. I'm going to keep this under a pound. Oh, we're good. Ooh, red. We're making pretty good progress here. All right. Anybody who is in here at the beginning can, or watch the beginning, can you let me know about audio quality? I guess I can go find out myself. I'm going to mute you. Yeah, weird. It sounds still like it's coming through the microphone, not the direct line like it should. Definitely sounds better than it did on that night when it was full potato. But I also think that there's only so much that this computer and YouTube can handle sound-wise. Unless you're uploading like 300 and but for 600K audio files or whatever it is, which I'm not doing. Definitely seems clearer. All right. This is in a box, so I'll just put it up on screen. This little mouse house thing. I think I got this from my friend in Seattle. It's like this little tea candle thing. You put a little tea candle in it, and it lights up. And you got all these little ceramic mice. Sold for $17.95. After Saturday, I put everything in my store on 10% off. So I'm like, this sucks. Also sold. Oh, did I even bring it up here? I did. This Asael Curtis sampler. It's a photography book. I have 35 more of these if anybody wants one. Sold for $8.81. And then I think the rest are records and DVDs. Or records and laserdiscs. Yeah. All right, one more thing. This Kraken Seattle hockey plush thing. I got it as a throw-in at a garage sale. And it sold for $12. I'm not sure how I'm going to pack that yet, but let's do that. Figure it out. I think I'm going to do this. That makes sense. And then we're going to do this. That also makes sense. Then we're going to put a couple of these. All right. Thanks. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. It's all about having the right audio input. I think also streaming over a cable internet connection. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can make it sound crap. All right, this thing. this thing's already in a box, which is great. Just wondering where this box came from. I don't know. Maybe. I've got a lot of work to do, so it kind of depends on that. All right, so then we've got a bunch of laser discs that sold to a customer. Seven laser discs, same customer. They bought 2010, the year we make contact. She, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Forbidden Planet, Total Recall, Stargate, and Tombstone. One of these kids is doing their own thing. Can you figure it out? They sold for a combination of $43.98 plus $15 shipping. The most expensive in there So I noticed that a whole bunch of them got, somebody put a bunch of them, on their watch list or in their cart or whatever you want to call it. And I didn't, in order to preventatively prevent them from, or looking for a coupon or something, I actually sent out a 10% off offer on all of them, and they took them all, which is good because I ended up making a little bit more on them than if I had not sent out the offers. There's the good one. That's the one we want right there. All right. This box has seen many uses. Whereas it's the shitty cardboard. It's not great cardboard. It's that like soft cardboard, but this was used to ship originally a lamp. Then I used it to ship home my stuff from Colorado. And this, I'm sure, will be its final life. 3 uses out of 1 box is pretty good. All right. That. Plus, I get this giant ass box out of my way. spot here. Making a little money off the shipping, not bad. I'm busier at the moment, Buster Wiley. I know. All right, come here. Let's go. All right, sold a bunch of records. Also listed a bunch of records this weekend. So a bunch sold, obviously. That's what happens. And I didn't think ahead and get the boxes I need to make record shipments. So there's that. But I think I can make do. First up, sold the Peppermint Candy Kids Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Sold for $26. This is one of those sleeper records that most people don't know about and will pass up. But anything the Peppermint Candy Kids did typically sells for great money. Frosty the Snowman does especially well. This is going via eBay's international shipping program. So I just got to get it to the shipping center, and eBay does the rest. Next up, sold sleeve, or actually we're going to do this one. Sold a 45. This is the Abbott Brothers 6th 45. They did a bunch of promotional stuff for their fan club during the pandemic. And I don't remember how I ended up with these, but I have them, or I have it. $13.95, and it sold very quickly. I probably could have gotten a little more out of it, but sitting in my not my death pile. I cleared out the record case that used to be back here and downsized what I keep considerably, and then anything that wasn't sellable turned to scrap vinyl pile, and then listed the rest. So I ended up listing about, 45 records yesterday, and 3 of them sold like right off the bat. Some of it's my old DJ stuff that I don't need anymore. Some of it's just stuff that's been hanging around or piling up. I want to get rid of the record shelf. It's an Albatross, way too big and bulky and heavy and a pain in my ass. Clearing stuff out, downsizing stuff, Got a big pile of stuff to take to Goodwill today. Okay, we'll set that aside. Next up, sleeve only Rolling Stones Aftermath. That was just sitting there. And that sold for, I think, $8.95 is what I said. Sounds right. It's not going to fit in those. Use one of these. All right. Sold the Stray Cats for $10.95. I think that came from the rummage sale record buy this year. Memory serves. Am I gonna make it? I think I should make it. Catch up to the chat here. Good morning, Steve Elmore. Come on, eBay. All right, second verse, same as the first. Mother Goose Nursery Rhymes, Disney Records, 716. This one's also going eBay international shipping. Interesting. Okay, and then one of my old DJ records, Wicked Mix number volume 17. So what these were like basically remix albums with easy to mix beats over the top of music. Pretty easy. So like that it's a little like a mashup, I guess, kind of. Where that AC/DC Shook Me All Night Long is basically like done by the same kind of company, only they just use the Planet Rock beat. So this is Ladies Night, Cool in the Gang, Just Buggin', Red Red Wine by UB40, Yellow Oh Yeah, and Duzik by Brick. This sold pretty quick too, $12.95, colored vinyl. I think I maybe played something off that actual record twice ever. So I am okay with seeing that one go. All right. Question is, though, do we have enough to scab together a record shipper? I think I can do it out of this. We're going to do it out of this. That's what's going to happen. It ain't going to be perfect, but it'll be good enough. And then we got one more out of the other store going out. going to need some help for sure. Oh yeah, this is terrible. All right, we'll make it work though. That is not my finest work, but I believe it will be okay. Nice try. All right. Oops, here we print that. All right. And out of the other store, what's her time at? 9:19. That is an hour for weekend of sales or hour and 20 minutes. We went almost 3. Well, last week I had stuff while I was out of town. So. All right, out of the other store, this thing sold. It's a bowl, Indonesian, very pretty. That was an auction tag, so it went to auction at one point. I believe it to be antique, but I'm not sure. But it's been in the store for like 5 years, so it did sell for $22. It weighs almost nothing, so she's gonna make some money off the shipping for shizzle. Let's see here. I think. One more. All right, another item sold out of that store I just noticed. Just gonna go grab it and get it out of the way real quick. I'll show it when I come back. I'll be right back. Little gold tone tiger eye belt buckle. Sold for, let's take a look here, $9.50. Just not bad at all. Is that going to happen? Maybe. Maybe. I think it is. Why do I have a tendency to cut these things like exactly to size? Like where it's just enough that I have to sort of squeeze it in. That's what she said. All right. All right, well, that's it for today, folks. I'll play off for a few minutes, and then I'm off to go do stuff. We'll be back tomorrow, assuming something sells. Hopefully it does. These days, I'm not so sure. We'll see.
Second. Bye. Really am I, really am I get married to the widow, so in peace, never married, I'm the every day, was an ending, and the rest she wouldn't I'm a Willie, you're a Sam, you're a Sam. I'm a rake, I'm a lamb, old men are 93. And I read the eighth I am. Second verse, same as the first. And I get with the am, I am. 8:30 I am. Married up widow to the world next piece. Married 10 times before, times for there. Then every man there was an enemy. Wouldn't say Willie, I'm a Willie, you're a Sam. I'm a rake, I'm a lamb, old men are 93. And I read the eighth I am. I am.